So what's up, guys? We are back with another video. Before we get started, go down there, subscribe, the notification bell, and like this video. So today we have a surprise for the bass. If you can read, then you know what this says. Live fish.
That says thank you.
No. Don't act like that's not there.
Yeah, okay.
Live fish.
So we haven't done an update video on Houston's little stock tank pond.
Hang on, before we get into that though. One of our bass last year had actually, over the winter, one of our bass had a growth spurt.
You think so?
Yeah, because it's gotten big. Because last year, it was like this big. And now it's this.
Well, the water is fairly clear, but let me explain. So right now, the water in his little stock tank pond looks fairly clear. It's not perfect, but most of the winter, it was actually pretty dingy looking, pretty cloudy looking. I think the water was in decent condition. The filters were working and doing everything. We left the filter running, the pump running all winter long. All the fish made it. We did lose one bass back during the fall, but all the fish that were in here made it through the winter.
Well, after the winter, when me and Kobe were down here, one of the little carp suckers died.
One of the little suckers died?
Yeah.
Well, you didn't tell me that.
I forgot.
But anyway, so we haven't shown you guys an update on this pond at all because the water was just so dirty looking. And I've got some clips of that. I had a solution because I reached out to Greg, the pond guy, and well, now you can see our water's in a lot better shape. So everyone's been asking for an update on Houston's pond, and the fish are doing great. And they're eating a lot. I don't know if you guys can even see in there right now, though. The bass, there's a bass right there. We're working on water quality, aren't we, Earl? So we've been messing with it, trying to get everything adjusted right. The fish are healthy. The fish are fine. We just can't get it clean and clear like it used to be. The water is just kind of a dingy color. We drained about half the water, refilled it, treated it and everything. But I sent Greg, the pond guy from Aquascapes, a message the other day and said, hey, I need some help. And this is what he recommended was their auto dosers. Let me show you what this is. It's a Aquascapes automatic dosing system for ponds. And basically that black container holds a little pouch of chemicals, and it has a pump. You set it for what size your pond is, and it feeds it through this little black pipe, which I had it on the outside. I'm trying to get it primed to make sure it's working like it should. Hey, you probably don't want to drink what comes out of there. So basically I just ran it alongside my hose for our water inlet from the filter, and then we'll put it where it just drips in right there, which will be in the best place to get it distributed evenly through the water. Is that right, Earl? So we'll see how long it takes to clean this water up. So it's still probably not as clear as it was last year, and it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to go ahead and drain this water and start over, but it's not bad. I may just get like they make like a pond vacuum, or even just use a water hose and siphon. You can see there's just a lot of debris and stuff on the bottom. I've tried to keep all the leaves picked up out of it. There's a ton of tadpoles in here right now. Here's one on the surface right here. Look at this tadpole. But the reason there's a bunch of tadpoles in there is because we've got a whole bucket full of tadpoles. Anyway, so there are quite a few tadpoles in here because there was a little puddle left in our pond on the new place, and it had, how many tadpoles do you think were in that 6-foot circle?
I don't know, 1 million.
It looked like 1 million, didn't it? When you walked down the edge of the water, the whole water just shook.
It'd go.
And, hey, what'd you do that for? I'm trying to show them the fish. And we brought a bunch of tadpoles back here, and the bass ate a bunch of them. But there's still quite a few in here. I'll put the GoPro in the water in a minute and bet we can see some tadpoles and some fish. But today's video, we got some minnows. And we're gonna do a little bit different than we did last time. So here's the game plan. These these are the ruby reds, just like what we bought last year off of Amazon. Whoa, don't dump it out. So Houston, let's rip into this outer bag, and then we're gonna set the bags of fish in the pond, okay? All right, Houston, go ahead and just set that bag in the pond. Now we're not gonna dump them. We're not gonna dump them in. So we bought 1,000. These are called ruby red minnows, and they're like the smaller size, so like 1 inch to 1.5 inches long. There's quite a few dead ones actually, probably more than what we got last time. Oh, that was just an ice pack, all that was. There's quite a few dead ones, probably a few more than what there was last year, but that could just be because of weather conditions and stuff. I'm not sure, but anyways, there's still a ton. I bet there's only maybe
200.
Less than 10% died. But here's what we're gonna do, Houston. We're gonna scoop some water out of the pond and put into this tub and put an air stone in there so that we can just come out here and feed them a few at a time. Because if we just open that bag, the problem is all the dead ones get out too. You know what I mean? All right, Mr. Tidy Cat, start scooping some water out of the pond. We don't want to fill it up with water hose water because we don't want to kill the minnows. So let's scoop some water and put in the tub there.
Oh, I'm not that strong.
Oh, come on. You got this. Come on.
Oh,
I'll help you.
I ain't that strong, Dad.
Now you got a bucket of water in there. So maybe next time don't fill the bucket up all the way. Just scoop some water. You can do it. I got faith in you. Oh my goodness. You might as well just brought a cup out of the kitchen for that amount. There you go. All right, Houston, we're gonna let those acclimate to that water temperature for a while, probably about 10 or 15 minutes. And then we'll open the bag and just put them in here. We've got an air stone in there, and they're only gonna be in here for a few days probably. It's not too big a deal. Yes, the raccoons could get to them, but with the dogs here, I don't think raccoons are gonna be a problem.
You're right.
So while we wait on our minnows to acclimate to the water temperature, Houston wanted to give you guys an update on his little turtle friends here. If you'll remember last year, Houston had a couple box turtles and one sulcata tortoise. Now the tortoise stayed in the shop all winter long because, well, tortoises have to stay warm. Like my dogs. Apparently they have to stay close to me. And so we put the tortoise inside under a heat lamp. We built it a little enclosure in the shop. But the turtles, let's see. This tortoise is growing.
So we actually think that this one has eggs in it because if you look back here, you can see some, ouch! Ouch. You can see how it's like getting big right there.
Yeah.
I can feel them.
I don't know much about box turtles, but it sure appears that it could have some eggs in there, huh?
Yeah.
Where's the other box turtle? Is it?
It's down here, right here.
I can't see it. Oh, yep. There's our other box turtle. So we got 2 box turtles and 1 sulcata tortoise. And he eats a lot. You know that?
Yes.
Why don't you pick him up? This guy is getting big and eats a ton of greens now.
So he looks like he's not gonna eat that much. But like these two right here, they only eat about 1 tomato a day for both of them. And that's their average. This thing is like 5 times that much food.
Yeah, I've been picking a lot of greens, so we got a lot of kale and stuff in the garden, but we always get vegetables from the store too. These little romaine, if you call them hearts of romaine, just the whole romaine head.
Yeah.
We put this out here yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one day I put 2 out here, and the next day they were both gone.
Yep.
That just shows how much
he's not eating actual tortoise food. He's still eating like a juvenile turtle would. So young turtles don't eat commercial tortoise food very well.
He's only about like 3 or 4 years old, so he's not really old at all yet.
Well, he's growing.
Yeah.
I know that.
He was about this big whenever we got him. You agree with me there?
I don't know.
Maybe
We should have weighed him when we got him probably, but
yeah.
Anyways, turtles are doing good. And Houston wants more. I know that. He's been talking all winter about getting more turtles.
Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and put these in here. Whoa.
Here, I got a knife. I'll help you. Hold your bag. Hold your bag. It's not gonna. I can't just slice it. It's not. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to hold it tight. There you go. All right, dump them out. It's a whole cloud of minnows. What do you think, Earl?
Oh my gosh, there's a whole lot more than it looks like that are alive. Holy moly.
Yeah, there's a bunch. Easy. It might not hurt to like pick out some of the dead ones so the water don't start to stink, but they're only going to be in here for a couple days. But this way, this keeps us from dumping that water into the pond, and the bass and our big bluegill. Houston, we hadn't even talked about your big bluegill. We're going to have to find him on the GoPro because in person, that bluegill is massive, and he's probably hiding under that rock right there. I wish the sun would come back out. The water looked a lot clearer when the sun was out.
Yeah, it did.
All right, I got the GoPro underwater, and it's time to feed some fish.
Yeah.
You just gonna catch them by hand? Bum, bum, bum. Nothing exciting's happening. We should have put them in one at a time.
Yeah.
Where's the big bass? He's hiding. Well, them little minnows aren't going to stand a chance, though. They're easy targets in there. Oh, there's the big bass.
Holy smokes. Get up close to him.
He's right there by the GoPro. You see him? There he goes. He's munching on some fish. So there's two bass in there. One's a smaller one. Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Don't overload it with fish. I'm trying to video. Don't put too many in at once, because then they'll just get full. You know what I mean? Trying to get some. Oh, he nailed that one. Man, I wish the sun was out. It sure is. It looks dingy. You can't see as far down into the water when it's cloudy and overcast. Hey, don't touch the water. Don't touch the water.
Don't touch the butt.
See, there's the big bass. He's just looking for one. There he goes. There he goes. Oh. Oh. Yeah, he's hungry. Oh, he is nailing them, man.
I guess he doesn't like those tadpoles or something.
See if we can get the big bluegill to eat one. Well, I don't know how many fish we got on video getting eaten. Why is your tongue sticking out?
I remember.
Like, we're shooting a video and Houston's just sitting here looking at himself. But I think we got the bass eating quite a few of those minnows on video. And those, like I said, are the ruby red minnows, and we bought them on Amazon. Who knew you could order fish on Amazon?
Earl?
Well, pretty much everybody that follows us, because that's what we did last year, huh? Mm-hmm. And we've caught a few. We did go casting at a few little bluegill and minnows, I don't know, a couple weeks ago to feed the bass and stuff, but we've been feeding them fish food, like commercial fish food, and night crawlers. They will destroy some night crawlers. Yes. Actually, the bass and the bluegill will usually come eat out of your hand when it comes to the night crawlers. So this is the first batch of small minnows that they've had, and there's quite a few, there's several, I guess I should say, smaller bluegill in there, and then we got that one giant bluegill, and they'll eat a bunch of those little small 1-inch ruby red minnows. I mean, these things are, I mean, they're like an inch long, like I said. Earl, why do you need so much attention? I think it's dead. Usually when a fish swims upside down, it's pretty much dead. That one's not dead yet, but it's close. Yep, he's definitely swimming upside down. Yeah, swimming upside down, usually not a good thing for a fish.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah. So there's your update on Houston's backyard pool pond, or stock tank fish pond, whatever you want to call it. Earl just needs some attention, doesn't he? So, we'll see how it goes this summer and see if we can keep the water clean. It's not looking too bad considering we really haven't done anything to it all winter other than adding that system that Greg sent us from the pond guy, Greg Whitstock, the pond guy.
Can I talk about the pond coming soon?
You can talk about it.
So, this summer, Greg the pond guy, how many months away? When? June?
Hopefully in June. That's the game plan.
Around June. In June sometime. We're going to get a huge pond. Like, we didn't even ask for the pond.
An aquascape pond.
An aquascape pond. He wants to do it. We never asked.
Yeah, so last year when we first built this stock tank pond, within like the first or second video, Greg Whitstock, who runs a huge company, owns a huge company that puts in backyard aquascape ponds for decoration and koi ponds and all kinds of stuff. He reached out to us, started commenting on our videos and said, man, we need to get Houston a real pond.
Yeah.
And we went to Chicago. We went down to Blake's when they were building Blake's otter enclosure at Blake's Exotic Animal Ranch and saw Greg there. Like, we've got to do some cool stuff with Greg.
Yes.
So I'm excited for his guys to come out here and build you your koi pond. Is that what we're going to put in it? Probably koi?
Koi and some bass.
Maybe some bass. We may, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
The koi, we can actually see. They'll come up and eat.
Yeah.
The bass are predators. They like to hide.
Yeah.
They're not like Earl. He's not a predator, are you, buddy? So anyways, Houston, let's wrap this thing up and go watch the weather and make sure we don't get hit by a tornado today.
Because that's what probably might happen. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, we'll see you on the next video. Peace.